Hey guys, AscendantGod here with Raid Shadow Legends. The patch 1.13 went live today, so we're going to be taking a look at this, some good, some bad. So as far as the changes, to start here, we have a news feed here that explains the main changes. I already covered a lot of this in my last video, so if you want some more in-depth information beyond what I'm covering in this one, you could go ahead and look at that last video on patch 1.13. I also touched on the next patch 1.13.5 in that one as well. Today, I mainly want to cover what we weren't able to see yet prior to this patch going live. So to start, the Battle Pass Season 1 is here now, so they're clearly doing all they can to promote this new way to make you pay more money for the game. They even added an additional promotional message on the Icon app itself. So it did add some more content for free-to-play players, which is good. They have these daily challenges, and we'll look at them in a bit. And on a bad note, though, it does mean more time that you have to put into the game to remain competitive. So since the daily challenges reset every single day, you know, it's kind of this time crunch. You have to make sure every day to get those ones done. So it can be a good or a bad thing depending on how much free time you have. Now, the weekly challenges are a little bit more open. So you can still complete any previous week's challenges while the season is still live. So that's good. So you have more flexibility with the weekly ones, but you're only going to get the weekly ones if you buy the gold pass. All right. So there's lots of rewards, but again, also more money you have to pay if you want the best rewards from it. All right. There's 6 new champions that you can get as well here. And it's like it says, with entirely new buffs and debuffs. So we got the 6 here, and we'll take a more in-depth look in them in my next video that I'm going to cover. I want to have a little bit of a chance to really look through them, get feedback from other players, and I'll probably do the video tomorrow just to make sure that when I give you the information on these champions, it's going to be accurate. Hopefully try to find out some information as far as how any of them scale, if I can find people that have them by that point. And so for now, just know there's 6 new champions, and if you're not subscribed to my channel, subscribe to it, because like I said, I should be doing that video tomorrow on each of the champions and their viability. So anyway, moving along though, as far as the new buffs and debuffs, I did already cover this in the previous video, so nothing that's any huge changes in the game or adds mechanics that we haven't seen. It's just new abilities on the champions for mechanics that are already in game. The only thing that we haven't ever seen yet is poison sensitivity and the strengthen, but we've seen similar abilities. So with poison sensitivity, it increases the damage taken from poisons. So you know, other than that, you have this decreased crit rate, decreased crit damage. So I mean, basically the poison damage is potentially good for clan boss compositions. The 2 that decrease crit rate and crit damage, possibly for arena. The new buffs, strengthen, which reduces damage taken by a target, increase accuracy here, which could be useful for giving you more flexibility with gear. The downside is that for some encounters, like say the clan boss, you'd have to make your gear revolve around that specific champion. And so the problem is if you replace that champion, you'd most likely have to rearrange all your gear to get the accuracy back that you lost from replacing them. So that can be quite expensive. So there's both a good side to that. You know, increasing crit damage buff here could be good for, you know, mostly arena. We now have the dwarf crit for faction wars, so if you haven't geared up 5 dwarves yet, now's the time to do that. Moving along, they have added some more visualizations for passive skills on some champions here. You know, nothing huge there. So, you know, moving along, that's just visual types of things. Now they made some changes here to the multi-battle attempts. Non-raid card holders get 30 auto runs now. Card holders will get 100 auto runs per day. So that's great, but there is a downside. And now I have yet to confirm with Plarium whether or not this was intended, but there was apparently a nerf to the experience and coins you get from the raid card. While the in-game tooltip doesn't show it yet, apparently they nerfed the amount of bonus experience and coins you get from the raid card to where it's only a 10% bonus of experience and coins that you get from it. So they basically made it so that you can spend more energy each day with the pass, but you get less out of the energy that you spend. I obviously really don't like that. This game costs enough as it is, and now we're getting less out of each energy point we spend, but they are essentially encouraging us to spend more money by giving us more attempts here. So let me know what you guys think about that in the comments, but I'm not liking that. But again, I am waiting to hear confirmation as to whether that was intended or if it's a bug that's going on currently. Hopefully, since the tooltip was never changed and it still shows it as 20% in the tooltip for the raid pass, it is just a bug. So we'll see as far as that in the near future. All right. They're also giving us a month to be able to run the multi-battles in dungeons. Now, I'm not sure why they're limiting it to once, just this 1 month, but it is what it is for now. I mean, if you know how to use Nox Player or other ways to set up macros for Raid Shadow Legends, you can already do unlimited runs in the dungeons. So this is nothing special. It just gives us the option to do it in-game instead of having to use, say, something like Nox Player or macros for it. All right, and then some other stuff here is just quality of life types of improvements, you know, warnings when sacrificing champions with gear, increased animation speed for the enhancing gear, which is definitely nice as far as the quality of life improvement. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but anything that can save me time in this game is great, so I definitely like that. They do mention the clan boss nerf here as well. To where, you know, basically as far as this gathering fury here, so you know, if you're using unkillable and block damage buffs after the 50th turn, the boss is going to ignore your unkillables and block damage buff. You know, again, let me know in the comments below how bad of a nerf that was to you, and or maybe it was fair and you're still doing okay with those 50 turns to do damage there. I don't know. I've heard mixed feedback on this, and everyone is still testing it out, making the changes necessary and all of that kind of thing. So another change, people can't jump from clan to clan to get multiple clan boss rewards every day. All right, so that's another change that a lot of people I know are very unhappy with. And then champion balances here. Now you can read through these champion balances for yourself, you know, or if you simply want to know more for when you run into the teams in arena, you know, even if you don't have the champions, it's good to know. I'll cover them more in depth in a video later on. There's too much to cover here in a video at this point. I mean, you can see they changed Angar, they changed Foley, Sethalia, Shamrock. Shamrock was long overdue for buffs. Most of these were buffs except for Tormund. Tormund got a nerf, but that was long overdue and they warned us a long time ago it was coming. I think the nerf was fair. He's still extremely powerful in Arena. I can guarantee that we're still going to be seeing him in Platinum Arena for a long time until more people get immunity sets that make him fairly moot. But Yannicka got buffs here as well. And then other than that, this just talks about, you know, various things as far as game enhancement fixes and things like that. So that's pretty much it as far as all of this for the major feature update in the news section here. So next thing we're going to do is go ahead and take a look at the Battle Pass window here. Now, looking at the Battle Pass and its rewards, there's quite a bit of goodies in here. So if you have the time to invest, it is more opportunities for progression. There's also new things in here like avatars, which I feel were long overdue in the game. So let's see where the first, I may have already passed one of them, but you can see there's champions. There's an avatar right there. That one's in the gold here, so you're only going to get these rewards if you're in the gold pass. The silver is for all the free-to-play players if you don't pay for the pass. So there is a lot for everybody in here. I do love the avatar notion. I wasn't sure how them allowing us to earn specific champions was going to work out. I do like the setup so far. The fact that people now have the opportunity to earn specific champions, though, is probably going to cause a huge flood of those champions into the game, but that all depends on how many people are willing to get the gold pass, because I mean there's even an opportunity to get a legendary at the very end here in this. So if we look at the end, this Wolrim Frost King guy here, and you know, I mean, he seems like something decent. I mean, not anything spectacular. I mean, is he decent? Yes. God tier? No, but definitely decent. And again, I'm going to be taking a look at these 6 specific champions in another video tomorrow. So again, if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe to stay on top of that. We'll get more in depth as to those champions and what they're good for. So I did look through them briefly today, but again, I want to get some more information on them before I cover them in depth. All right, but I mean, it's obviously not going to be God tier champions that you're going to be able to earn here. If they did make God tier champions essentially buyable or earnable like this, it would destroy the game. All right, and But that's all the new features and changes from this patch. I mean, I'm gonna put together a new video in a bit, like I said, covering the champions like this legendary here, the epics, even the rares that they added in here. You can see this other guy here, this bear. There's some kind of knight guy here. Star Knight looks like he is pretty decent too, especially for an epic. He looks like a very powerful epic. So definitely stay tuned for that video. All right, and as far as the difficulty of the Battle Pass challenges here, it's hard to say at this point from just first glance. There is still some things that, you know, we're waiting to confirm as far as how all of this is going to work and earning in it all. The daily ones seem fairly reasonable so far. Except like, you know, this here where I don't like where you have to win 3 arena battles using at least 1 spirit champion. This means that if you don't have a good handful of viable champions for your arena composition, you might have some work ahead of you to make some more champions that you can you know, basically mix and match in arena to accomplish, you know, challenges like this. But the rest of them seem pretty reasonable. You know, as far as the weekly, I haven't opened that up yet. I mean, due to the Cartman incident, I know there's supposed to be a 30-day spending protest in the game from a number of players. You know, out of respect for the players and the whole situation, I'm trying to not spend. And yeah, I haven't canceled my raid pass, but it just renewed recently. It's only $10 a month compared to what I typically spend in this per month. So I'm trying to support the movement to have Plarium give more respect to its player base here. But I do know that they did what they were able to, or I should say they did make an effort to try to make amends for the Cartman thing. And I don't know if there's any more to come as far as that, but I don't want to cover that in this video. This was mainly to cover the changes in this 1.13. The biggest changes here are the Battle Pass, some of those champion buffs, the nerf to Torment, the addition of new champions, addition of new avatars, things like that. So anyway, again, guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to do so, because like I said, I'm going to do another video in a bit covering the new champions that this is offering. And I'll also be doing a video later on this week in regards to the Battle Pass and how easy or difficult it is to progress and finish that overall. I'll also, if I don't do the weekly challenges one, I'll make sure to get some feedback from other people doing it to find out how easy or difficult that is as far as earning the rewards within that basically 8-week time frame that we have there. All right, so that's all that I have for now though, guys. Let me know what you think of this new content here. Do you like it? Do you not like it? And if you want to add in why, you know, feel free to let us know why as well. All right, I know there's a lot of mixed feelings on this here, a lot of frustration where it seems like the raid pass might offer less as far as what we get out of our energy, and more frustration that now between the raid pass as well as these the battle pass, you're looking at essentially $22.50 a month on, you know, a game. So anyway, but again, let me know what you guys think about all this stuff, whether you like it or not. You know, feel free to let the comments know in the below there, and then, you know, stay tuned for my upcoming videos on this content, because I'm definitely going to be doing more coverage on this content as time goes along. So, but that's all that I have for now, guys. So until the next episode, I hope you're enjoying the new content. Let us know what you think, and I will catch you in the next episode.